AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. nagbabalang tutulong sa West Philippine Sea ang Japan. Hinahamon daw namin kayo. Ayon kay AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr., pipirma na dito ang Japan. Meron na din sila ditong defense pack gaya ng sa Amerikano. Pwede na daw sila ditong tumulong pag nagkagera. Babala daw ito sa China ng pagtutulungan na namin kayo.
Magkakaroon po ng meeting yung ating mga opisyal ng ating bansa at yung Japan, no? And we are hoping that during that meeting, the RAA or the Reciprocal Access Agreement will be signed, no, during that meeting. Mahalaga po yung RAA because it will allow Japanese forces, Japanese troops to come into our country to conduct trainings together with us. It will also allow our troops to go to Japan to train with them.
Ayon pa kay General Browner, inaprobahan na rin ni BBM ang pagbili ng mas maraming eroplanong panggera para madepensahan daw natin ang ating teritoryo. Maigi magkaroon daw ng mas maraming jet fighter ang Pinas, ere sa ereng labanan ng mga sundalo.
The MRF, multi-role fighters, ito po yung mga jet fighters na gusto nating bilhin. Wala pa hong final decision on what MRFs we are going to buy, but definitely the President has already approved that intention to buy MRFs. As to which one, wala pa hong decision. As to how many, wala pa hong narating na decision dito. But kailangan po natin talaga itong mga multi-role fighters. During the anniversary of the Philippine Air Force, nakita po natin yung mga FA-50 jet fighters natin, no? At kung gaano sila kagaling. Pero kulang pa ho ito para madepensahan natin yung ating bansa. So we need to get more of this jet fighters and multi-role fighters. The multi-role fighters are actually bigger, faster, and more lethal than the FA-50s that we have now.
Pero sa tanong kung naniniwala nga ba silang aatake ang China sa 25 targets dito sa Pilipinas, buwelta kay Senator Amy ni General, hindi daw sila naniniwala. Imposible daw nilang matarget sabay-sabay 25 base militar. Nakabantay dyan ng Amerika at Japan sa sinabi niyang 25 targets dito ng China.
At tanong ko din po, yung issue po sa pahayag ni Senator Amy Marcos na there are 25 places daw po na target ng hypersonic missile ng China. Sir, nakatanggap po ba ang AFP o ang intelligence community ng report about this?
As to the report that Senator Amy mentioned about the 25 targets, alleged targets, wala pa ho kaming nakikita na report to this effect na merong 25 targets. So hindi po talaga ako makakapagbigay ng comment tungkol dito dahil ako po mismo hindi ko nakita yung sinasabing report na yan or even the locations of these 25 targets, no? So I'm sorry po.
Thank you very much, Ali. Next question to PCWB.
Sir, good morning. Sir, yung AFP makikipag-coordinate daw kay Senator Amy Marcos regarding sa information na yon. May info na ba na na-obtain yung AFP? And if wala pa kayong natatanggap na verified information regarding that, can you consider it as pwede bang mag-cause ng panic, fear? Yung statement na yun, how do you classify it? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, we will be, of course, coordinating not just with a good senator, pero sa lahat po ng may mga information na ganito, no? Dahil siyempre gusto po natin makita lahat po ng impormasyon nang sa gayon ay matugunan po natin itong mga ito, no? Meaning we will plan according to the information that we gather and also on the projected actions of perhaps other countries who would like to, let's say, influence or come into the country, no? or have adversarial intentions on the country. Dapat alam po natin lahat yan, mapag-aralan natin. So, dito po sa information na ito, as I said, hindi pa ho namin nakita. But ang pakiusap lang po namin is that if possible, yung pang makita po natin yung tunay na sitwasyon natin, no? So, wag muna magpanik po yung ating mga kababayan dahil sa information na ito. We are still in the process of verifying this.
Hi sir, good morning. More on follow-up lang po dun sa mga natanong kanina. First po sir, I have two questions sir actually. Sir, first, ano yung next step natin in case China will refuse na ibalik yung mga equipment at saka yung mga firearms na kinuha nila, or if they refuse na bayaran to pay us sa reparation ng damage? That's the first question.
Okay, well, hindi pa tayo umaabot doon sa puntong iyon, but we are hoping that they would accede to the demands that we are making. Kasama na doon po yung pag-uusap ng ating mga higher ups, no, yung department to department, minister to minister talks. Binanggit po namin yon so that maisama dun sa kanilang negotiations at dun sa usapan nila, no? Because really these are, as I said, illegal acts kasi itong mga ginawa nila na ito, so dapat managot sila, no? Dapat panugutan nila.
And how many rifles sir, and how much damages?
Thank you.
Yes sir.
So sumulat na po ako sa ating SND so that my letter could be also transmitted to the Department of Foreign Affairs for them to reach out to their counterparts in China. Pero dun sa aking sulat, I demanded the return of 7 firearms. Yung pong mga baril na yon ay kinuha ng mga Chinese Coast Guard na nakabox kasi yung mga armas na yon. Kaya dinampot na lang nila yung mga 7 rifle at sinira nila yung ating mga kagamitan, and when we estimated the cost of the damage, it's 60 million pesos. 60 million pesos. So we are demanding that China pay 60 million pesos for the damage that they caused during that hindi pa kasama doon, no? Hindi pa kasama doon. But we are also looking into the possibility of charging them with the cost of restructuring the hand of si SN1 Papundo, kasi mag-ooperahan po siya ooperahan para bumalik yung function ng kanyang kamay. Meron po kasing mga technology ngayon, medical technology na bago, nang sa gayon ay magamit niya ulit yung kanyang kanang kamay, no? Okay, thank you.
Dalawa yung nasirang motorboat.
Yes, dalawa po, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim. Next question will be posed by from Bloomberg.
Hello sir.
Yes.
Sir, yung sinasabi niyo na unti-unting pumapasok yung China sa iba't ibang sectors like media, education. Sir, what's their end goal? What are they trying to accomplish?
Well, sige, dun sa napag-aralan po namin, dun sa yung ginagawa po nila na mga kampanya, not just now but even in the past. They believe in the action of Sun Tzu, of winning the war without firing a single shot. So one way of fighting really without firing a single shot is to infiltrate into the various sectors of society, degrade the value system, for instance, in a country, and divide the people, no? Parang tayo mag-aaway-away. So So parang ganun lang nakikita natin yun, no? Nakikita na natin yan ngayon. Kaya dapat bantayan natin ito. We have to be aware of all of this tactics that are being done. Wag na po tayong magmaang-maangan, no? We have to be very vigilant, no?
Sir, and
Okay.
second question lang, sir.
Sige,
Sir,
sige.
you said you presented several options to the President
Yes.
kanina on the ways forward in the South China Sea. Without giving operational details, sir, can you give us an idea what those options are?
Marami po yun. Really, we cannot. But it does not just involve the armed forces of the Philippines. It involves also the other agencies and even our allies and partners, like-minded nations. No?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Sir, there will be questions coming from the AFP, from Pam Castro.
Yung po bang mga options na binanggit natin kay Pangulo, will that cover also yung ganun sir kadetalya? Paano tayo mag-respond? And sir, habol ko lang, dahil related naman po dun sa tanong na yon. Kung sinabi niyo po kanina na lalaban tayo, paano po yun i-operationalize? How do we do that when we're not carrying arms,
Yeah.
when you say we're gonna stick
Yeah.
with the rules of engagement? So how do you counter? What's the counter action?
Sige.
Salamat sir.
Sige, very clear po sa ating mga sundalo yung kailangan nilang gawin kung sakaling may mga aksyon na mangyayari sa baba. Rules of engagement, yun po yung ating sinusunod. Under the rules of engagement, a person has the right to defend himself, no? In any manner. Pero meron po tayong steps na sinusunod dun sa rules of engagement, no? So for instance, meron pong umatake sa atin, no? At ang gagawin po natin is that we will apply the same level of force that would allow us to defend ourselves. For instance, kung gumamit po siya ng kutsilyo, gagamit rin tayo ng kutsilyo, no? Hindi po yung lalabis, hindi lalabis dun sa yes, that's the concept of proportionality, no? So hindi po umatake siya, hindi po natin siya babarilin, no? In other words, you have the right to defend yourself, but you also have to practice that concept of proportionality of force, no? So that's just one of the concepts that we're following sa rules of engagement. So klarong-klaro po 'yon. But the thing is, nung sinabi kong lalaban tayo, ang ibig ko sabihin po doon ay hindi natin haayaan na basta na lang ibuli tayo ng ganon, no? Katulad nung nakaraan niya, of course, may mga dalang mga armas yung ating katunggali, but in the next RORE ay basta hindi po tayo papayag na basta na lang, no, apihin.
I think those are the particular options that was discussed, Karen, no? As made mention in
Yeah,
Chief of Staff kanina. These are options being presented to the President, and all of these are options.
But they're not, as I said kanina, hindi siya very different from the way we're carrying the operations. Kasi nga, ang ginagawa natin is that sumusunod tayo sa batas. We are the ones following the laws, the rules. We are, in fact, sabi nga ng ating Pangulo, we are at the higher moral ground. No, hindi naman tayo kailangan bumaba sa level nila.
Ay po, na-discuss sa last bilateral consultation meeting with China that they both sides agreed to de-escalate tensions. So sir, meron bang specific instructions sa inyo si President on how you can do this, of course, without giving the operational details, but meron bang specific instructions po?
Yes, ang instruction po ng ating Pangulo is to de-escalate. Again, we cannot discuss that because when we talk about the how, nandun na po yung ating mga operational matters, no, pa madidiscuss. But rest assured that we will be following the orders of our Commander-in-Chief, our President.
Thank you very much, Pam. Next question from Manila Shimbun, Gabina Asido.
And then sir, for the second question po, again, follow up sa RAE naman sir. You mentioned earlier you were hoping that it will be signed during the 2+2 meeting this July 8. Does it mean sir that the agreement itself is now ready for signing? I mean, wala na po bang challenges or yung provisions and policies nung RAA is okay na po ba? Complete na lahat?
Well, hindi ko po alam mismo yung status niya ngayon and where it is now. But as far as the AFP is concerned, tinanong po sa amin kung ano yung mga inputs namin na ibigay naman namin. And na-incorporate naman po dun sa RAA. So, as to where it is now, we don't know the status, the current status.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. The last two questions will be asked by GMA and GG Press.
Magandang umaga, sir. Sir, without going into details again, yung BCM, meeting of the minds of BCM to de-escalate the tensions in the West Philippine Sea, how would that impact on how you carry out foreign missions?
Well, maganda yung mga usapin ng mga de-escalation. No? It's a welcome development for us also. Dahil ayaw nga natin, the objective really, maski po kami, is to prevent war. No? We want to avoid war. So, yung mga talks na ganito would help us in our next operations that we will be conducting on in the West Philippine Sea. Kasama na yung RORE natin at yung iba pang mga operations natin like maritime patrols, air patrols, and so on.
Will there be major changes din sa strategy nyo, taking into consideration what happened last year?
Sa tingin ko wala naman pagbabago yun masyado on our part. Kasi nga sumusunod tayo sa international laws. So, ganun pa rin yung gagawin natin, no? Halos hindi magbabago kahit na sinabing mag-de-escalate tayo. Kasi tayo sumusunod eh. Yung ginawa natin, for example, nung June 17, it was a normal military operation. No? So, wala naman tayong dalang mga armas. In fact, yung mga baril nga, naka-encase. No? Because we were not there to escalate the tensions. We were not there to look for conflict. No? So, halos ganun pa rin. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung gagawin nating operations.
Sorry, isa na lang.
Ang maganda para sa akin, para sa akin personally, ang maganda dun sa usapin nila is that at least the other side would now conform to the international laws. No? Legal na lang yung gagawin nila. Hopefully, no? Hopefully sila naman ang sumunod.
Naiintindihan ng tao yung rules of engagement ng huwag kang gumamit ng baril. Pero if similar scenario arises sa susunod ng mga RORE, ang hinahanap kasi ng iba, hindi man lang lumaban.
Lumaban tayo, no? Gusto ko lang i-emphasize na nung nakaraang RORE, lumaban tayo. Except na wala tayong armas, no? Yung mga baril natin were encased, wala tayong mga dalang kutsilyo, wala tayong dalang mga bolo, mga sibat, no? So, pero hindi tayo papaati, no? Hindi tayo papayag na gawin ulit sa atin yan. Hindi pwede yun.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Pilipino tayo.
Yes, sir.
Ipakita natin yung ating our seas, our rights, and our future.
Thank you very much, sir, from DG Press. I think there are additional two, sir, nag-request from Kyodo, and
can I
Sir, just a clarification.
Another follow-up later.
Just a clarification on the 60 million demand from China. 60 million pesos demand from China. Does that include the compensation to the injury of the Navy personnel?
No.
Or was purely property?
It's just the property that was damaged. No.
Okay. And was the demand discussed during the BCM or anong update po?
No, I don't know if the demand was discussed. It was actually discussed. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Okay, pahabol, sir, from Kyoto and from
Good afternoon. Morning.
Reuters.
Sir, recently may sinakyan na yung China, may sinakyan nila yung, binoard nila yung sasakyan ng Taiwanese, sir, parang, tapos kinuha rin nila yung, yung boat. Nakikita nyo ba, sir, na medyo parallel ito sa nangyari sa atin yung June 17? Napag-uusapan nyo ba to, sir, and how does it, affect our operations?
Nung una po, akala natin tayo lang ang ginaganon. Binubuli ng China sa West Philippine Sea at South China Sea. Pero nakikita natin na halos ginagawa nila kahit kanino, no? Maging Taiwanese ka man, maging Pilipino ka man, no? Maging Malaysian, and so on. So, yung ginagawa po nila na yon dahil ini-insist nila na yung 9-9 ay legal, no? Pero sinabi na nga po ng 2016 arbitral ruling na illegal yung 9-9 nila. Kaya po nila pinipilit yung 9-9 na yan is because they say that everything within the 9-9 belongs to China. That is why they bring in their Coast Guard ships. Dahil sabi nila, local waters nila yan, no? Kaya nga po tayo na dun sa, for example, sa Bajo de Masinloc or Scarborough Shoal, no? Which is a traditional fishing ground. So hindi naman po pwede yun, no? That is why we are saying that we have to protect our sovereign rights in the West Philippine Sea.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. The last question, sir, to be posted by Reuters, sir.
Sir, maraming salamat.
Yeah.
Sir, sorry, just going back dun sa sa mga options na binanggit ninyo kay Pangulo. Although sinabi mo na, sir, na you cannot divulge any details. But could you at least say whether these options entail some modifications or changes to the way we carry out our resupply missions in the South China Sea? That's one. And then another, sir, will these options also cover how our personnel will respond to what you've described as Chinese aggression should that incident occur again? Kung gano'n naman, sir, gano'n ka-agresibo.
Ngayon, ikaw, bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.